Guys, we're here after 3 weeks.
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Has it
Two
been
and a
that?
half?
All right.
About that, we try to plan this bitch out.
Linking out.
I'm the second main event. So let's get it.
Hell yeah.
Episode 14, everybody. This is the Palmway Podcast. I'm your host, Derek. This is...
Daniel.
And we got Cobian, Jonny Cain.
Yes, sir.
He's an
yes,
aspiring
sir.
actor / sports entertainer. He's into the wrestling and all that stuff. And
There we go.
we're going to chop it up and have a good time.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the camera. This is your camera right here.
Oh, Jonny Cain, best actor, best wrestler that you know in Tampa.
In Tampa.
So what's up, guys?
Not much, man. We've just been doing this for an hour and a half already. You just came from work.
Yes, sir. I came from work. Cooper's Hawk. Fucking, hosting pretty much. Messed my finger up. Can't do anything else but host and answer phones. So
So the people that
Yeah.
don't know, let us know what Cooper's Hawk is.
Cooper's Hawk is a winery restaurant. It's pretty, famous in like Chicago and stuff like that, Midwest and then East Coast. And yeah, they came down to Tampa, I think like 12, 13 years ago. And yeah, they're just busting shit out now. It's right next to Texas State Brazil.
Yep. Don't they have like a dress code? Like you can't go in there with like a t-shirt?
No, absolutely.
Bro,
not.
why did I hear that?
Absolutely
why did I hear
not,
that?
bro.
Why did I
I've
hear
seen
that?
people go in there with a hat, a t-shirt, some cargo shorts, and some flip-flops.
Why did I hear that? Because Eric Hewitt wanted me to come with him. He's like, "Oh, there's a dress code." Blah blah. I'm
Nah,
like, yeah, I'm
absolutely
not going.
No, hell no.
A few weeks ago, we tried to schedule and you had to reschedule. You said it was like your finger or something. What happened?
Oh, because I just got surgery. Yeah. I was pushing down wine bottles at my job. Whole hand went through a wine bottle. Shit.
Pushing down wine bottles?
Yeah, in a recycling bin and stuff to
Okay.
try to make room for like more trash and shit.
And
And whole hand goes through a wine bottle. It's not even broken. And shit was just... and all of a sudden, I just feel like a shot go up my arm. And next thing I know, I'm just bleeding. I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I go put my hand in the sink, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like kneeling down. I'm in pain and shit. All of a sudden, a bunch of servers come over. They're like, oh my God, what's wrong? Oh my God. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're making it worse. So my boss comes over. He just throws me a towel. He goes, you'll be good. You'll be good. I'm like, okay.
So my finger's about to fall off.
Literally. And so I put it on my finger. I go to the back. I'm sitting there. I'm in pain. And my GM comes over. He goes, let me see. I'm taking you to the hospital right now. And takes me to St. Joseph's on MLK. And I get in there. And this is the worst part. I get in there and I'm sitting there. I have the towel still on my finger. I go up to the front desk. And I'm like, I kind of need to see a doctor. Like, my finger feels like it's about to fall off. Show her the towel, and she's like, "Oh my God!" Like I'm just
Your finger don't look bad though.
No, it doesn't. Like
No,
I
no.
heal up pretty fast.
Yeah, that's
you know
good.
what I mean? But I was like, "Yeah, take a look at this." She goes, "Oh my God!" So I get to, I sit down for about 10 minutes. They take me in the back, gauze my finger up, and I'm sitting in the waiting room for 6 hours. 6 hours just
Damn.
waiting to see a doctor to
Yeah.
stitch me up. And I took a nap. I got some food. I was just chilling. Finally, I went up to the receptionist like 3 times, like, yo, what the hell? Like, come on, anybody see me right now? And she's like, oh, no, don't worry, Papi, you're next.
No, you're not.
I'm like, nah, okay. So I finally see them. I'm sitting there, or I go to the back. The doctor takes my thing off, and he's like, ooh, that's a pretty bad wound. I'm like, yeah, you think? So I'm sitting there, and he's looking at it, and he's like, don't move. I'm going to go, get all the supplies and stuff, and then I'm going to come back.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing jumping jacks, motherfucker.
you got pictures of it? You got pictures of it?
I don't.
No?
No. She's about to say,
Yeah,
send
no,
them,
I
put
don't.
them
I
in.
wish. I kind of wish. Because
So
it
he
was
tells you
pretty,
come back?
pretty gnarly. So I'm sitting there. I'm just laying in the bed. And he's like, don't move. So I'm like, all right. Didn't move. I just see blood just start shooting out of my finger. I'm like, oh, doc. And he comes back in. He goes, oh, nurse, come on. So he starts, he shot me with a shot. The most painful shot I've ever had. It was like some brown fluid.
Was it
like,
numb shit?
Yeah, to like stop the bleeding and stuff. And I was, the other nurse, she was like, okay, well, it's gonna be pretty painful, so I'll hold your hand. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm good with whatever. And then I was like, oh shit! I just started squeezing her hand. She's like, stop. I'm like, oh shit! And then he started stitching me up. Then he did the X-rays, and then I was good to go. But
Bro, my opinion on like urgent cares and emergency rooms and shit, it's like I don't want to say it, but it's like if you're not white, you're not gonna get there. You're not gonna get your shit done quick. Because the 2 times that I've had to go to the emergency, like the ER, urgent care, Same exact story. It takes fucking forever. They don't tell you shit. You know what? Maybe I could just, maybe it's just that's just how it is at all of them. I don't know.
Why'd you look so ethnic, John? You would have gotten seen
I
further.
will give it to St. Joseph's on Van Dyke. They took me fast as hell. Like when I had to go get my stitches out and stuff, they took me in the next 5 minutes, did everything, whatever. MOK is in the middle of
It's in the hood, yeah. It's in the hood. It's in the
hood.
much. Exactly. So everybody goes in that bitch.
Yeah.
And they were slacking. It was on a Saturday night as well. They had like appointments and shit like that.
I went to the Wesley Chapel Advent or something like that because I broke up a dog fight and my dog
shit.
bit me or whatever. I was bleeding like a bitch. My fingernail was cracked and everything. And I'm bleeding all over the front lobby. Like there's blood on the floor. There's a trail of blood to where the room they put me in. The room I'm in, I'm bleeding all over the sink. Like no one's coming to like, wrap it up or like even try to clean it for like at least an hour. So I'm like, is this just how it is everywhere? Or is it just because I'm fucking black? Like, and I don't want to say that. Like, I really don't want to make that as a point. But it's like, why y'all niggas like taking? Like, I'm bleeding everywhere. Like,
yeah, literally.
I got holes all in my hand. Like,
Yep.
Listen, there's something to that, man. Like when I was working, I worked at St. Joseph's Women's for a few months in the food.
Where they give birth and stuff.
Yeah, where they give birth. I was delivering food. And I remember that part of like the little online training section, they had to do with like cultural sensitivity, right? And they were trying to say in that little training that in previous trainings that cultural sensitivity was done wrong, and that a lot of what was being put out was saying that you have to perceive pain differently for ethnics.
why?
That
Why?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was saying, but like this was part of it. And they were saying like this is how it was taught in the past and it's wrong now. So there's really something to that, man. It's really there's really something to
and
that.
the girl that I was with at the hospital, like this girl I was fucking with at the time, she even straight up told me, "She's like, I've been to the ER plenty of times, and I've never waited this long for something like this." And like for her, it was like something minor shit, but I'm bleeding all over.
You were with your girlfriend?
Bailey at the time.
Oh, she was
yeah.
a white girl.
White girl, yeah.
Okay.
Why does that fucking matter?
Because you said that she's never waited this long.
She was white, yes, she was white, and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, I've been here, and it's never taken this long." I'm like, maybe I'm black.
So I think we should get a little queasy and shit. I'm trying to remember like the feeling.
All right, so John,
yes sir, yes sir,
you say you wrestle. You say you're getting
Yep.
into acting.
yes sir.
Would you say that I don't want people want to keep the illusion, I guess, of wrestling being
Kayfabe.
real. It's cool. I get it. I totally get the culture.
It's called kayfabe.
But would you say that the acting makes like being a better
it's
actor makes you a better wrestler? Yeah.
Detrimental in wrestling. Like I was wrestling and I got hurt actually. Like the first year that I was in it, tore tendons all up here. This man knows, all up here, all into my chest and stuff. And I was hurt. I was like, shit, I can't do anything. So my aunt, she was on Waterboy on a bunch of telenovelas. And
What is that?
What?
Like the Spanish soap operas. Yeah. So
He said also Waterboy.
yeah, but she
Waterboy.
was like an extra. She was the other Louisiana team with the big bald guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was a cheerleader on that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so she had an acting coach, Annie Matheny, fucking phenomenal. She directed Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, like guided a bunch of actors into doing that and shit.
Yeah, she was
She's
deep
from-
in there for a while.
Yeah, man. She's from LA. She came over here to St. Pete to, I honestly don't even know why. But she came over here and my aunt, she got me in contact with her. I want to say like 2 hours later, Annie Matheny calls me.
Wow.
And she's like, "Hey, you're Chai's nephew?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, well, I want to meet with you because she told me that you have a little bit of talent and stuff." I was like, "Oh, of course." So we went to St. Pete in like this little like strip of like restaurants and stuff. So I met with her. We talked about baseball. We talked about wrestling. We talked about favorite actors and stuff like that. And she was like, "Well, yeah, I really like it. I want you to come to my class." I was like, "Of course." So I go to her class, and I told her about that I wrestle. I'm hurt. And she was like, "Oh, well, this will hone it." I was like, "Okay, whatever. Let's see." So I go, and the exercises that I was doing, like the very first class, we had to go up there, and we were all in a circle. It's probably like 12 of us. They had to throw out settings like, "You're a deer. Oh, you're in the middle of the road. You see a guy coming with a gun or something like that." everybody's like talking, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna run. Got to me, I didn't say a word. I got on all fours and I acted like I was eating grass. And then I looked and then I just started running. And she was like, that's acting right there. Oh my God.
God,
Did you
let's
see
go.
that? He's acting like an actual deer. She was like, that's acting. He didn't say a word. He acted like an actual deer. And I'm like, the fuck? Deers don't talk.
For
Can't speak English, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So I kept going back and going back and going back and going back. And then she started getting me like auditions.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an audition for Stranger Things season 4.
Okay.
It was on a Zoom call though, because it was right in smack dab in the middle of COVID.
Goddamn COVID.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a Zoom call, and I was on it, and I'm like, you doing? I did The Shining. The Shining is one of my favorite movies, and I can recite that movie from start to finish. So I just started doing that. I did like.
You mean in your audition you like did a cover or like you
Yeah, I pretty much acted out the
reenacted
scene.
a scene
Exactly.
from that movie?
From The
Okay.
Shining, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I did that, and 10 minutes, right? And she goes, you're a good actor, but you just look a little too old. I was like,
What?
Well, it's Stranger Things, right? It's
Yeah.
for kids.
What were you auditioning for exactly?
Yeah, what was the role?
What was the?
an ex like somebody with a minor part.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hasn't even come out yet, so
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea who the newer people are going to be. It was a newer person.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I guess at the end of Stranger Things, they move away, so it's going to be in like 2 different cities.
Okay.
Sure.
So it's going to be a new person in another city. So she was like, you look a little too old. And then I thought about it. I was like, the brothers and sisters, like Billy, the brother of the little kid and the sister of the little kid, they're my age. They're our age.
Yeah.
So I was like, how the fuck? But I had long hair and I had a big beard at the time. So she was like, you look a little too old. I was like, fuck. So I kind of wanted that. I really wanted that.
No, that's a good spot, bro. Stranger
man.
Things, big franchise.
You
hell
know
yeah.
what I mean? Exactly. So I started getting like I've done a bunch of extra work like in St. Pete. Like me and Olivia Carrillo were 2 beach goers.
Olivia Carrillo.
Yeah, she was 2 grades below us.
Oh, Olivia.
Yeah,
yes.
she ran cross country.
Yeah, she was. Yes, I remember Olivia.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Hilarious.
me and her, like, I put on Instagram. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be an extra. They asked me to ask anybody else who wants to come. If anybody wants to, just hit me up. She was like, oh fuck yeah, I'll ride with you. She came. We were 2 beach goers on the beach and stuff. It was about like a show about mental health on Freeform, and I literally had to just lay there while
Easy.
while a girl's like, she's talking behind us, and then another little girl goes, leave me alone, and she starts running off, and then the only thing you see me like, the fuck. I'm the only one reacting to it.
Okay.
And I saw myself. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So, yeah, I just started getting extra work, and I've done, like, 3 extra jobs. I got 2 auditions next month for a TV show and a movie.
Okay.
And then I have hopefully a part in another movie that this guy, like, kind of offered me in May. But the only thing is that the budget doesn't go through, then it has to get put off for a long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's interesting. Because obviously one of the things I wanted to ask you was how do you get started in this?
Yeah.
But you
literally
had
what
your
I just
aunt
said,
who
man.
has kind of experience, and so she
Yeah.
kind of showed you what's what.
And not only
The-
her, my cousin Marcos in LA, he works for Will Ferrell's company, Funny or Die.
Huh.
Oh,
And
really?
he wrote scripts for the new Saved by the Bell show. And
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know Will Ferrell owned Funny or Die.
Yeah, man.
Really?
He's part owner. Yeah.
I thought because
part
I know
creator,
Kevin
just
Hart
saying.
is like super involved in that
Mhm.
franchise.
Mhm.
I thought he was like kind of behind all that shit.
And then my cousin, his older brother, Marcos, he lives in New York. He's like part of like the big gay community, like acting and stuff like that.
What was his name?
Gabe.
Oh, okay, Gabe.
Gabriel Gonzalez.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Marcos Gonzalez. I didn't mean to name drop, but
Yeah, no.
he does like, he's big in like the gay community. He like does a bunch of shorts and stuff like that. And I was gonna go live with him actually in New York like a couple years ago and stuff.
Okay.
But trial by error, a bunch of stuff happened here. I couldn't move away. So
Well, thankfully, more attention for production is coming to Tampa. So.
oh dude, that's why I'm not moving. Because they all told me, do not move, do not go anywhere. Because everybody from Chicago, New York, and some part of Atlanta, they're all coming down here.
That's
That's
good to
what's
hear
up.
from people who
Hey.
like know that what's happening. You know what I mean? It's not just anybody telling you that.
No, it's not anybody telling me that.
I'm not gonna lie, like I've always had an interest in acting, but I've never kind of like moved on it. I thought that would be like
You
a
should,
really
man,
cool because like
honestly.
my brother, like
Fuck
he,
it.
he was always like, in,
Yeah,
like,
your brother was
plays
part of the
and
Your
drama club at
brother's-
he was
Sickles.
in drama.
very
He-
art-
there you
yeah,
go.
your
he
brother's
was
very
always
artistic.
he was always in plays and shit, and like I would go and watch, and it was always like it always was cool, but
It's
I don't
cool
know,
as
it's just
shit.
the people
honestly.
there were not.
See, once you get past that, because like I honestly don't give a damn because I'm a weird guy as well. Like, fuck it. So I see all these people and shit, and then like a wrestler, like one of a big famous wrestler. She's been on TV and stuff. Evilise Torres.
Yeah.
She was actually in the extra show. Like I was an extra on that show. She was an extra as well.
Wow.
So we just got to talking about like wrestling and stuff, and like she was like, "Oh yeah, get my stuff, get my information." Da 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 da. So we're like kind of on like a talking
Personal
basis.
level,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like she's pretty fucking famous.
Definitely.
Like in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Texas, Canada, and shit like that.
Nice.
But to bring it back to like that acting, having an impact in wrestling, like you can look at John Cena. Like he's been in movies.
Shit, look at The Rock.
Look at The Rock. Like that's even a better example.
Yeah, man.
But it's like that. He was a superhero now. What's his name?
Black Oscar.
No.
Who's a superhero?
No, John Cena's a superhero. He's got like a
he's the-
superhero
the
now.
mask.
He's got
Yeah,
he wears
shit,
like a
I
silver
don't know.
mask.
The Rock's about to be Black Oscar though.
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Black Adam. That's
Oscar.
a
Oh.
DC.
Yeah,
DC.
cool.
They're both DC.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like acting. If you're a good actor, I'm sure you have success in wrestling.
If you are a
110%.
wrestler and you're not trying to be The Rock, I don't know why
There's a
the
problem.
fuck. I don't know why
There's a
the
problem.
fuck you're even in the business.
That's true, right?
So like, it's like it's all trial by error.
Peacemaker. That was his name. Peacemaker.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Light skin guys.
Because like, bro, he's got a series on Netflix. He's got a season
Yeah,
on Netflix.
Shazam.
That shit is
No,
good, bro.
That's not Shazam.
No, it's called Peacemaker.
It's called Peacemaker.
It's called Peacemaker.
Okay.
It's good, bro. Like,
It
have
is?
you watched it?
No, I
No,
have
it's
not.
good.
I'm not
bro.
a show guy. I'm a movie guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
shows though. Sopranos. It's
the
my shit.
classics. The classics.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets
That
World.
70s show. American Horror Story. I love American Horror Story.
I
That's the
haven't
shit.
watched that. I need to get into that. People
Oh,
say a
dude.
lot of good things
It's
about
fire.
it, but I'm not like a horror guy.
Yeah,
Like,
me
I
neither.
get it, but it's like
It's fire, man. Yeah.
I think the first time that I was exposed to drama and acting was actually at Canella. Was in
Mr.
fifth
Villo.
grade, the drama club,
Mr.
right?
Willow,
Were you?
R.I.P.
He's dead.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh dang! Wow.
And I remember Mr. The music teacher. What was his name?
Is he dead too?
Mr. Rios. Mr. Rios.
Yeah, I
The
remember
short
him.
Spanish guy. Yeah, he passed away as well.
Wow,
damn.
damn.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. Mr. Reels.
That was the first time. That's funny because actually,
He was
when I
the
went,
chorus teacher, and then Mr. Villa was like the drama teacher. So they got together and they would like put on plays. Like I think you were in a play with
yeah,
them.
we were in a play
Yeah,
about the jazz musicians. I forget who I was.
Yeah, I was a saxophone player, and me and Dubs, we started going on doing the kid and play like.
Oh, so he was in that too?
Yeah, man,
Dang.
and Reggie as well.
Yeah, I remember Reggie because he was in my
Okay.
class. But you guys weren't in my class, so I didn't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
who else was
Yeah,
in it.
dude, I had my grandma,
Right.
your fifth grade teacher,
Right,
Miss
right.
Merritt,
Is that
and my
allowed?
grandma.
It
She
was
almost
then.
failed me, so
Nah, because I remember my freshman year, I had Mr. Ritt, and Chris Ritt was in my
yeah.
my class as well. Not no name dropping, but
dude, Christopher was in my preschool class.
what?
Preschool, bro, before kindergarten.
What?
He had like a big birthmark on his face, and like we have a picture.
Did you get it
on-
like taken off or something?
I have no idea
Because it's
but-
not there anymore.
Yeah, like we had it was an Easter egg type thing, like because my grandma she made like a bunch of like books, like the scrapbooks.
Yeah.
We have a picture of me and him like on an Easter egg hunt, like just like turning around like ha, like and shit like that. It's fucking wild. It was wild as hell.
That's funny.
And
So
we didn't reconnect until senior year of high school.
That's crazy. That is insane. Like we've all I feel like we've all got some kind of connection somehow.
Oh,
to
for sure.
crazy how
somebody.
that happens, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, man, in fifth grade or at Canella was the first time I was exposed to acting. It was the first time that I was exposed to wrestling, really, because the school I came to before that, absolutely nobody talked about wrestling. I went to Canella, bro. It was nonstop talking about wrestling in the breakfast line, at
Yeah.
lunch.
Citrus Park
in
is
the
crazy
si-
with wrestling too.
Blame that on me. Seriously, because Miss Barco was my grandma. She was the school known teacher,
Right.
and everybody knew me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a bunch of friends and shit in each class and stuff. And me and Anthony Abrahante.
Yeah, he lived down the street from me.
Abrahante.
Actually, when
Oh,
I first
shit.
started going to
I saw him the
Canella,
other
he was
day.
the one that taking me to school because my parents
Yeah.
were working.
He looks like
Miss
Jack
Rosa
Sparrow.
in the Tweety Bird van.
in the fucking band,
Yep,
bro.
Yep. And Logan Gay. Yes, sir. And me and him are the only two people that I know that have gotten suspended at elementary school
Yeah.
for wrestling.
Anthony Abrahante.
Yeah, we used to put each other through tables and shit in the lunchroom.
You guys took it too much.
We took it far, yes sir, yes sir. But you know, it's all
That's
good
funny.
fun. All
It's
good
funny
fun.
how that was in 5th grade. Like those were your 2 interests, and here you are, fucking, like more than a decade later, and those are still your 2 things that you're like pursuing for
Yeah.
yourself. That's crazy.
And I've honestly been doing that shit since I was a little kid. Like the first movie that I remember, like remembering, like all the way through, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like
Good movie.
I
Good
can
movie.
do every fucking scene, like without any problem.
Crazy.
Titanic, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter,
Okay.
all that shit. Like, that's Trevor, man. Like I could watch a movie 3 times and then remember most of it.
That's good.
Like
That's
it's
good.
it's weird.
That's cool.
It's really weird.
You got a good grasp of taking in
Yep.
information you enjoy, you like.
Exactly.
So that's something that you do as a hobby. I mean, you said that you're a film buff, but like you. I guess it seems now that you study them.
Oh yeah, I study every day, every single day.
Wow.
No matter what I watch, like I'll study like the Sopranos movie. Perfect example. I watched that movie for the first time for the story. Second time, I watched that movie probably like 10 times already. First time you watch it for the story. Second time, what I do, I'll watch it for like, I'll pinpoint one actor. Like I'll just watch that one person. And then the second time I'll watch another person. Third time I'll watch another person. And like, I don't watch anybody but them the entire movie. So like that, like it gives you like a good, how are they reacting to what this guy says?
Yeah.
How can they like, convey how they're going to get into the scene and shit like that. So
I guess
it's-
I kind of do that myself, like when I watch movies, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm really really critical of movies. I do like shit movies. I'm not gonna lie, I do like
So
bad
am I.
movies. I do like bad movies, but it's like
I think we all do.
if I see if bad acting will throw me off so
Oh my God, same.
bad watching a movie, man. It's like
Same.
like it make me cringe, dude. It's just
Yep.
like even like it's bad with kids because like kids are garbage actors, and that shit just makes me cringe every fucking time.
I will say some kids, especially kids that are actors' kids, they take that shit to another level.
Yeah,
Like,
it's in their blood, bro. They're fucking dad. Like Adam Sandler's kids, like their kids have only been in Adam Sandler movies.
yeah.
and they're good actors. Like they're decent. Like I don't watch them and make me cringe and shit. But it's like you said, like just actors kid. Like if you have that background, like if your brother or something like that is an actor, like you have that advantage for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
You definitely
For
have an
sure.
advantage.
Yep. Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. They
Yes.
have a daughter, Maya Hawke. This girl is going to be the next big thing.
You think
Like,
so?
Straight up. Like this girl is phenomenal. Like she can do whatever. She's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She's in season 3 of Stranger Things. She has like her own shorts and stuff. She's a musician as well. Like she's phenomenal.
Did you see the new Batman,
Yes, I did.
bro? Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
I
she's
was
Chef
very
kiss.
very very impressed.
Chef kiss.
Very fucking impressed with how she did. Bro.
And remember the movie Dope?
Dope? Yeah, dope.
She was in
yeah.
that too.
She was?
Yeah, man. She was ASAP Rocky's girlfriend, and then
Oh,
she became
drug dealer kid. Yeah,
Yep.
she was. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz is a baddie, bro.
Dude, yeah. Lenny Kravitz, amazing musician.
I'm about to say he's got a background of musicians. It seems like if your parents have any type of performance background,
yeah, but
you're-
they can
you're
also get the best
successful.
acting coaches as well.
that's true.
So-
But let's not talk about the Smiths. Jaden Smith is a garbage actor.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh, let's not even get into the slap because I got my own little theory about that. I don't even
Bro, it's just fake. It
I'm
looked
sorry,
fake
what?
as fuck.
Oh,
to me.
the slap. Yeah, I mean, come on. It looked like Chris Rock was following stage directions.
It looked fake.
He was behind the spotlight.
I think it
And
was
behind
fake
the
to a
line.
degree.
It was in my opinion, I think it was planned between Will and Chris.
Nah, I think Jada said, "Yo,
Go slap that nigga.
handle that,
Man,
handle that shit."
You think
Maybe
so? You think she got the pants like that, bro?
Dude,
Maybe that's all it
absolutely.
was.
Exactly,
Just like, go get
exactly.
him.
Shit like that. Exactly.
It was creepy.
I saw a meme today. It was Will Smith and Lisa Bonet, or not Lisa Bonet. Fuck, Nia Long on Fresh Prince when they were at the couples therapy,
Yeah.
and he's like laughing at a joke. He
when
looks at her-
the laugh changes.
he looks at her, he goes, "Nah, I'm not funny," and that's pretty much what went on. I
Yeah.
think. And then she said, "Handle that." He went up, bop, And I think after that, after the whole night, because that's some goat shit, honestly.
It
Like,
is.
You,
It is.
you slap some guy on
some
stage,
pimp shit. Pimp.
and you win Best Actor award.
Big
like,
pimpin'.
That's what every actor on this planet, that's a guy or a woman or men, they want to win that award.
Yes.
And when you go up and slap somebody, and you win that award, you're going down in history.
It's saying we just live our lives in our personal lives.
Exactly.
And what's really important is how we are on the screen. If this is about how we are on the screen, then fuck our personal lives.
Exactly.
I
I mean,
saw-
that's pretty much how it's always kind of been. Because I mean, you go back to like the 20s and 30s and shit. You look at actors, you look at actresses, like they were doing some dastardly shit,
Yeah.
Right.
and they were getting away with it because they're so glorified on screen that nobody really gives a fuck. You make good movies, hey, fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it still is. But social media has taken like a hold of all of that and twisted it up and made it like its own little beast.
Yeah.
I mean, people are getting canceled left and right, though. If you say one, bad thing, against one group of something or whatever, you're gonna get canceled.
Unless you're a comedian.
I got canceled on Facebook the other day. I was having a private conversation with somebody, and they didn't like something I said, and so they screenshot it and put it on their Facebook with all kinds of comments and then blocked me.
Ew.
I was like, what?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What was the
It
conversation?
doesn't matter. It just
It doesn't matter.
I told the person how I felt, and they didn't like it.
Fuck it.
Oh
Hey,
damn!
That ain't their
Snowflake,
problem.
What you call that? Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Yeah, I know, right?
Snowflake to the 100th degree.
So
Yes, sir.
whatever, man. So we dropped a few names. Now what are some? You said you study in every film. You say Sopranos a lot. So there's probably some actors or a few people that you look at specifically. What are some of your favorites?
My favorite actor of all time, River Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
R.I.P. River.
River Phoenix. Yes, sir. Yes,
R.I.P.
sir.
River. Big Riv.
And this man knows how much like I idolize this guy.
Yeah,
This guy,
that's the goat.
Brad.
River's the goat, bro.
I'll tell you this.
Is
Brad.
he related to Joaquin?
Joaquin, that's his brother.
That's his big
Okay,
brother.
okay.
He died in '93.
Oh.
Young death.
River Phoenix never died.
He-
Leonardo DiCaprio never had a job.
So
Yeah,
without
literally.
him being gone,
So I'll
Leonardo
tell you
wouldn't be
this.
here.
I'll tell you this right now.
Look, bro, they got Leonardo up there in the top of the
Look, I
fucking
told
list
you.
of
I'll tell
photos.
you-
Like,
I'll
why
tell
is
you this-
Leonardo in this fucking lineup? Why is he there?
Let me tell you. The people who idolize River Phoenix,
Uh huh.
Leonardo DiCaprio was his biggest fan.
Wow.
Brad Pitt, James Franco, Joaquin, Jared Leto. Like they all idolize this guy.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, he was put on 4 movies that River Phoenix was already signed on to.
All right. So
Basketball Diaries, Interview with a Vamp. Well, Christian Slater was on
Look
that.
up his filmography because part of my ignorance. I
He
really
was
don't
only-
know what
he-
movies he's been
He
in.
only made like 8 movies.
Titanic. He was supposed to be.
He was supposed to be in Titanic. as
River
well.
was supposed to be Leo.
and he was supposed to be Anakin Skywalker.
River Phoenix
shit,
was
man.
supposed to be Jack in Titanic, and River Phoenix died, so Leo got the job.
Get off
Boom.
my podcast.
wow, man, that literally like that alone changes Leonardo DiCaprio's
You know
entire
what I mean?
goddamn
Like,
career.
He was supposed to be Anakin Skywalker on Clone Wars
Really?
and Revenge of the Sith.
That's crazy.
He was supposed to be in Basketball Diaries, Interview with a Vampire. He was going to be Christian Slater's character. Christian Slater got that role, and all his proceedings that he made from that movie went to River Phoenix's charities.
And I'm gonna say it right now. Leo is my favorite actor.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Leo and Idris Elba are my 2 favorite actors right now.
Leo's one of my favorites as well. But if River Phoenix had not passed away,
You think he'd be there?
oh, dude, he would be bigger than anybody.
Where would Leo be then?
Leo would probably be second fiddle.
Do you
I'm
think
not gonna
Leo would
lie.
have got the Joker part?
His brother got the Joker part. Joaquin Phoenix got the Joker part.
I'm talking about like. I'm
Oh, Heath Ledger.
not Leo. Heath Ledger. I'm
Heath Ledger.
sorry. I'm two
Probably,
different people.
no, but
I don't know why I get them niggas fucking.
I love Heath Ledger as well. Heath
Yeah.
Ledger is a goat, but
Goated.
River Phoenix was a whole other beast. Like he has praise from Sidney Poitier, Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd. Keanu Reeves was his best friend. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers was his best friend.
That's why he was gonna get a part, right?
The
Red Hot
whole
Chili
92, he got a part.
The whole Red Hot Chili Peppers were his boys.
Dogfight.
Michael Stipe from REM was his boy. Like he had Johnny Depp was his boy. He
Shit.
died at Johnny.
He was
Depp's-
connected, bro.
He
was in
died
there.
at Johnny Depp's club for the Viper Room.
He overdosed, right? Overdosed.
He had a speedball, heroin and coke.
Yeah.
and gave it to him in a drink, and he drank
Johnny
it.
Depp is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Johnny. Oh, but he got upset because he couldn't go on stage and play with like Flea and all them. So he was like, "Fuck!" Like, he was a really emotional guy.
Yeah.
He went and he found like the L.A. drug dealer, and pretty much was like, "Yo, I'm fucking pissed." He's like, "Oh, just take this." Boom, gave it to him. Pretty much died like 30 minutes later.
Hey, bro.
And when I went to LA, and this one wasn't even planned. Like, this was ironic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
First time I went to LA was on River's birthday, and I went to the Viper Room that day, and there was like 20 people outside of the Viper Room with shrines and shit, like of River Phoenix. And my cousin, he was like, "You want to go inside?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go inside." So we tried to go inside, $20 cover, and then like the people were like kind of fucking weird and shit. So I was like, you know what? Nah, whatever. I'm not worried about that. Come back outside, maybe 5 minutes later, everybody's gone. Like, it was weird.
You were with
That's
your
weird
cousin
as
Marcos?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, my cousin Marcos, yep. So I grabbed my Jack Daniels bottle, poured half of it out on the spot that he died at, drank the other half. I was tore up.
You know, those weird coincidences happen for a reason.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
You were there on the day that he died.
You said River is the older brother? He's older than
He died
Joaquin?
on, yeah, he's a lot older. He died on Halloween night in 1993.
R.I.P. River, bro.
Yeah, bro. He
I
was
wish-
the
I
truth.
wish
But
I-
like,
Interesting.
you also asked me like other famous or other favorites.
Mhm.
Marlon Brando, Godfather,
Godfather, yeah.
James Dean.
James Dean.
This is a little weird of a pick, but Tupac Shakur.
Great
Hell
actor.
yeah,
He's
man.
a very,
Fuck,
very,
that's
very,
not a weird
very
pick.
good
That's a
actor.
But a
great
lot- a
pick.
lot of-
Juice above the rim.
Above-
Gridlocked.
I was about to say that.
You need-
Gridlocked. If you ever see Bullet, with
Bullet. I seen Bullet
him and Mickey Rourke
when he
bro,
died, bro.
Brother.
Fuck, when he died.
Juice is a hood classic. If you ain't seen
Dude.
Juice, I can't
Poetic.
fuck
I mean,
with you.
shit. Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Poetic Justice
You know
as
what
well.
I mean? Like,
Poetic
it's an
Justice.
incredible movie.
Dude.
What was another one?
Great actor,
Um,
man. He was so untapped. Untapped.
I think
Gang related.
He was
Gang related.
Him and
Gang related.
Belushi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gang related is the one that I saw that was like, oh man, there he is. He almost, and then he died.
He died 2 months after that movie
Right.
came out.
Right.
Yeah.
a movie.
Denzel, Jamie Foxx,
Denzel, Jamie, yep.
Wood Harris, Julius from Remember the Titans.
Yep,
He's
Julius.
one of my favorite actors.
What about Donald Faison?
Okay.
I don't
Who was
know.
it?
I don't know
Who was it?
why I
Chuck
love.
Gambino.
I don't know why I love fucking Donald
Wait, who's
Faison so
Donald
much.
Faison?
From Scrubs, the black dude from Scrubs.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Petey
That-
from Remember the Titans.
That's my
Absolutely,
nigga. I don't know
absolutely.
why I love him
He was
so
in
much.
bro. There's a movie called New Jersey Drive. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I have not. No.
Oh, dude, it's a fantastic '90s movie. Like
There he is.
the fantastic,
Donald Faison.
fantastic cult classic movie. Like
Cult classics.
Not really. He was in Stand By
was
Me.
young.
Stand By
He
Me.
died young.
He died at 23. Yeah.
Young,
So
young.
like, bro, he was in movies with. He was in Indiana Jones. He was Stand By Me. He was in fucking Mosquito Coast with Harrison Ford.
Oh, I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know.
Sneakers with what's fucking go down the list. James Earl Jones, Robert Redford, Sidney
Redford.
Poitier, Dan Aykroyd. Like a bunch of people were in that movie, and they all praised him. Like, this guy's the next up and comer. Like, this is the guy. But you know, he had a lot of problems.
Is there any conspiracies behind his death?
Yeah, people think Johnny Depp. Like, you know, they also think John Frusciante, the guitarist for Red Hot Chili Peppers,
What?
pretty much had him. Like, he gave him that speedball.
John Frusciante, really?
Why
Yeah.
John? Well, John went through his own like heavy drug
Yep.
shit
Yep,
that
he
almost
did.
took him.
He did.
Yeah, a few times.
And the Children of God, because he was in that cult before.
Oh, really? He was in a cult.
He was well, his family was in that like Children of God. He was in the Children of God thing, and then he was asked like when he was a little kid, like, "Oh, you need to have sex with this girl." Like 4 years old, 5 years old. So
like a woman?
yeah, I mean, yeah, another like 4 or 5 year old.
Oh, okay.
So his parents like pulled him out, like pulled the whole family out of there, and they left. Their real name is like the Bottoms, like so Joaquin Bottom. That's his real name. They went away from that shit.
Phoenix,
They changed it. They
birth,
changed their last
rebirth.
name.
Phoenix is too cool of a
Exactly.
fucking
rebirth.
last name,
Yep,
bro.
Phoenix, rise from the ashes
so
type shit.
fucking symbolic. Of course, it wasn't
Yeah.
original.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Too cool, bro. Too fucking cool.
Yeah, River's name is River Jude Bottom. That's his like birth name. And they changed his shit to Phoenix. So yeah, rest is
That's
history.
interesting. So
I don't think somebody would win an Academy Award if their name was Joaquin Bottom.
yeah,
No, definitely not.
Let's
At all.
let's bring this a step further. If River wasn't gone, then there might not have been Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because Tobey was cool with
I don't think
with
that.
Leo. You don't think so?
What I'm getting is
You don't
that
think that
Leo
Leo's
took
clout-
that Phoenix spot. That's what I'm
Leo's
getting.
clout is what helped get Tobey attention, because Tobey was cool with Leo.
Well,
Toby and Leo were cool.
I will say that, but they also made a movie called Boys Don't Cry, I think, like that. It was Leo and Robert De Niro.
Think about what's it called? The Great Gatsby. Leo's movie. Who was
I
in
understand
it?
that,
Toby.
but these two
Yeah.
were like 13, 14 on Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah.
And that's where they met. And honestly, Tobey Maguire he was pretty goddamn good on that that movie.
Toby's a good actor.
Yeah, and Leo was Leo from the time he was a
Legit.
fucking little
Yeah,
kid. You know what I mean?
legit.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he wouldn't be where he is now. I just think that he prospered a little bit
Yeah.
from River Phoenix's death.
I agree.
No doubt, no
I agree.
A little bit.
So you would say that Leo is the reincarnation of River
2.0.
2.0?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like when we pulled up
I mean,
pictures
shit.
of River,
I mean, shit.
fucking Leo was
I
right
don't
there
wanna
in like
pat
3 of
myself
them.
on the back. I'm trying to be the reincarnation of River Phoenix.
Fuck yeah, bro.
That motherfucker is the truth.
Do it. We need,
Straight
up.
we need to find a seance. And get back to that hype play.
And Santaria with this motherfucker.
Santaria.
No, how about let's talk about Toby, because his career kind of ended, and this is
Very abruptly.
after
this
Brothers.
is just a general. Well, this is a general thing that happens to actors if they get too big of a role that's like too big for like the entire world, right?
For them,
you get
yes.
typecasted.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
You kind of do.
Tobey Maguire was.
I mean, shit. Look at the
typecasted.
cast of Friends.
No, I wouldn't say he was
He was
did,
typecasted.
No, after
Nobody-
Spider-Man,
Nah, he got Seabiscuit.
he did Seabiscuit,
He got
and he did this one movie where
Brothers.
like his
Jake Gyllenhaal.
maybe it's like one of his friends is
Yeah.
like fucking his wife while he was like in the middle.
It's him and Jake Gyllenhaal are
Great
brothers.
fucking
Yeah.
movie.
Great, but
Great movie. He did fantastic
but-
in that shit. But I think it burned him out. Like he got burnt out because the Spider-Man movies,
His
man.
exposure, I think.
Dude, he made those. He didn't take a break. He made those back to back like 7 years straight.
Yeah,
I think the Spider-Man movies soured him to the public. Like he
Yeah.
just,
Absolutely.
just rejected the spotlight after
Absolutely.
that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's what
For
it
sure.
was.
I've seen so many videos of Tobey Maguire going off on people like
Yeah.
paparazzi and interviewers
I've
just
seen
for no fucking
Dude,
reason.
I've seen people on interviews call him Leo's sidekick.
Oh shit!
And that's
you see?
enough.
That's what I'm
enough
saying. That's what
disrespect.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's enough to
Disrespect.
make me go fucking crazy as well. Like I'd be like, man, you can fuck off with that. Like, no, hell no.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Spider-Man with all 3 of the guys?
I didn't yet.
Me either.
No,
Me either.
man. I want to see that so
Was it
bad.
good?
I heard it's one of the biggest grossing movies.
yeah.
It was
The
the
past
better.
10
It was
years or
the
some shit.
It was the best of his trilogy, because I don't think Tom Holland is returning. Do you
I
think
hope
he's gonna
not.
come back?
I hope not.
I don't
I don't
really,
think
I
they're
don't
gonna
really
make
care for Tom Holland.
Me either.
Yeah.
I don't really care for. Jesus
Yo,
Christ! Get off my podcast.
I have to listen.
Get off my podcast.
Tom Holland claimed
I
his
didn't do
spot
this
as
to you.
Spider-Man. Just listen, bro. I'm just adding. Tom Holland claimed his spot as Spider-Man. He did it. He did the damn thing. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield both
Garfield.
made their fucking return in the new Spider-Man just to give praise to the new one.
did. Get out of here. No, they did.
Yeah, give Dan.
No, they
the fucking microphone back.
They did
Nah,
it because
Andrew
they paid
Garfield-
them.
Andrew Garfield was not a good Spider-Man.
No, he was not. The Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I feel like, was the first Spider-Man to embody the comic book Spider-Man, where he's like talking shit and joking with the villains.
To be a
and shit.
young, witty.
That's what I wanted.
You're gonna kind of.
That's what I wanted.
I
Tobey Maguire
never-
wasn't that. That's the one knock I
wasn't
have on
young and
Tobey
witty.
Maguire. He was
I'm-
not the cool, swaggy, fucking.
I never read the comic books
So what are you gonna say about it?
ever. No, I never read the comic books.
Oh, okay, okay,
ever.
okay.
Like,
But
but
still,
Andrew
like-
Garfield is a great actor.
He is. He
Yeah.
is.
Great actor, and that's honestly what I look at. Like, I don't look at story. Yeah, that's cool and shit. But like, if I know there's an actor in a movie,
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch the actor.
Yes.
Like the story's
I'm
cool.
the same way.
Like this new movie that just came out, Nightmare Alley, with Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
It was nominated for Best Picture, but Bradley Cooper did his best performance I've ever seen him do.
Netflix, Hulu, what's it on?
Netflix and HBO Max.
I'll have to watch that.
Bro, I'm talking about like I was invested from the time I started that bitch to the time it ended, and I was like blown away. I was blown the fuck away. Like this guy, he pretty much took his standard and fucking put it right here. Like it was incredible.
Bradley Cooper does have range. He's got range.
he's got
he went
incredible
from
range.
American Sniper. He went from Hangover to American Sniper, bro. Like that's enough right there to tell you.
He went from fucking Wedding Crashers
Wedding Crashers
to all
yeah.
that. He
It's
was
like,
that was like one of his first fucking roles.
and shout out Bradley Cooper. The niggas fuck with Bradley Cooper. Every time I hear any type of story in Hollywood with black people, Bradley Cooper is always there.
You can't forget about Star Was Born. Star Was Born. Damn. Damn.
What is it? Is it a
You
porno?
didn't see that? Like him and Lady Gaga.
What was that? Your mouth?
Damn,
Nice,
nice, didn't see
bro.
it? Y'all didn't see that? Oh shit! Well, you did that.
Is that?
was-
You know what? I didn't see it, but I remember my boy's dad was telling me about it, and he said that Lady Gaga wasn't a good actor, which kind of turned me off to
Nah,
watching the
bro.
movie.
Nah, your friend's dad is.
Lady Gaga's a good actor.
Yeah,
Because it's like she's a singer. It's like almost like a Pretty Woman.
dude. Her first role was in Sopranos.
Lady Gaga?
Mhm.
Really?
She was an extra, but she like acted in it and shit too. She had lines
She
and
had
stuff
lines?
like that.
Okay.
But like she never stopped acting. Like she was in a bunch of stuff, but like you didn't know. She's uncredited with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And she honestly, to me, she's a good actress, for sure.
I'd have to watch it. I mean, like I said, I've heard because she sings in the movie. It's like Bradley Cooper's like her manager or
both
whatever, or co-host or something like that.
I think they both sing. to
They
be
both
honest.
sing
Yeah.
in it, and from what I was told, is Lady Gaga didn't do a good job. But I think they did win some kind of award, a Grammy or something like that.
They won. I'm pretty sure they won a Grammy. She was nominated though for Best Actress.
That's crazy.
and
That's
like
crazy.
you're not a slouch.
If
You're
you
not
get-
you're not called a bad actress if you are nominated for an Academy
a
Award.
Grammy or a fucking Oscar.
I'm sorry we got to go back to this, but why now did Will Smith and Samuel win their Oscar? Why now?
What you mean?
Why now?
Oh, Samuel Jackson won like a honorary, like lifetime achievement award.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
okay, it
he
was a
gets
lifetime
those. He gets
Oscar,
those
yeah.
Century Awards.
But Will Smith,
Why now? What did he
You got-
just,
you
what did
got-
he put out in 21?
you
What did he
gotta
put out in
He's
22?
put out a bunch of Netflix
2001,
shit, bro.
2001, you got to see who he was against.
21.
21 and 2001.
In 2001,
He
the
was
year
against
2001?
Denzel Washington in Training Day.
I'm
Training
sorry,
Day.
what was in 2001? Did he win something in 2001?
Men in Black.
No. It's for Ali.
Oh,
Muhammad
in
Ali. He played
2001, he
Muhammad
won an
Ali.
award for Ali. Okay.
No, he didn't.
He
Denzel
did not.
Washington won for Training Day.
Training Day. Yep.
Okay.
He was up against that. He was up against like Robert
Fuck it,
De
man.
Niro,
Training
I
Day. That's all that
think,
matters,
Jack
Training Day.
Nicholson.
That's
I
all that
think.
matters.
Like he was up against a bunch of people.
So I ask why now, and you're saying why didn't he get it in
I
2001?
watched that
It's
movie
because of that.
I watched that movie.
Okay.
The Venus and Serena Dad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Very good movie.
Fucking incredible.
Very good movie.
Like I don't think I've ever seen him act better than this movie. Like this
Did
shit
you
made,
watch it?
this shit made
I
me
didn't. No, I
this
didn't.
shit made me cry at the end.
So
Dead
that's
ass.
why he said art imitates life.
Art imitates life.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because he
And,
just
like,
did that.
Yep.
So he played their father.
He played their dad. Yes.
Okay.
To a T.
Very good.
Because
Very, very
even
good.
after the movie, like after I watch a movie, I'll do research. And I just watched an interview with their dad, and I was like,
their real dad.
yeah. I was like, fuck, this is way too spot on.
Same mannerisms, same
Oh my
voice
God,
inflections, everything.
Same-
Bro. Jokes,
the way they talk like
sense of
this,
humor,
and stuff.
everything.
Dude, it was to a T.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the better reenactments of an actual person that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up,
Yes.
incredible.
You need to watch it, Derek. It's good.
I got you. What's it on? Because I love
It's
that
called-
shit.
it's
I love
called
HBO Max.
biopics.
King Richard.
King
It's on
Richard.
HBO Max.
HBO.
Got
Yeah.
you.
And another movie y'all need to watch is My Own Private Idaho. Again, I'm going back. River Phoenix movie. Him and Keanu Reeves, Flea, Gus Van Sant, the guy who directed drawing a blank. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Good Will Hunting. He directed that movie. Yeah, Good Will Hunting. Gus Van Sant directed this.
I remember that movie.
And he's directed a bunch of other shit too, but like his claim to fame was Good Will Hunting because he helped out Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. But My Own Private Idaho, like the whole process of going through this movie and making it, they moved to Idaho. It was about like pretty much like kind of male prostitutes and female prostitutes, but like their whole how to like hustle in Idaho. And like how
Middle of nowhere, Midwest shit.
exactly, and like how they're like their whole thought process, their whole like issues with like past shit. It's a reenactment of King Henry V or King Henry VIII. It's like It's a Shakespearean adaptation, and dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Like, and I love Shakespeare. as well. Directors, Martin Scorsese, baby. That's my goat.
What about Jordan Peele?
I love Jordan Peele as well. Martin Scorsese though is my goat. Him and Francis Ford Coppola.
Tarantino?
Tarantino as well, yes. I love him, but right there, neck and neck, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese.
So what's the kind of screenplay that you would like really like to be in? Like,
Oh, dude, I love them all. Like,
like
I
them
do
all?
whatever.
Doesn't
I'll do
matter.
whatever.
At this point, obviously, because
At this point, exactly. But
what's your favorite
love
kind? Because you said
serious.
soprano. You like serious dramas,
Serious
like
shit, yeah.
shit that slow burns.
pretty much, yeah. Like I like the art form of it, like the making of it, like the whole lead up to like the big climax of it, like shit that's gonna pop the fuck off at the end, like that. Like, damn, what? Like,
Right.
I like the shit that leaves you like, what the fuck at the end.
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So we're kind of talking about the process of, movies being made right now, but how about, and we kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier, but the process of getting into like the zone for acting. Like you study movies, you study actors to get
Yeah.
certain vibes, but like what kind of like you like method actors?
oh,
Like,
I love
people
that.
like
That's what I do.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm kind of getting the vibe of.
Oh yeah, I will sit there, like I'll go out someplace and I'll straight up act the whole time. Like I'll do an accent and shit. Like someplace that I've never been before, I'll go out and do an accent. Like I went out to what's that place called? It's over in Soho. It's like a new place.
Eden?
No, not Eden.
That's in downtown Tampa. It's a place.
It's a place, yeah, exactly. It's over on that side. So I went out there and I just did a British accent the whole time. Like, didn't even give a fuck. Like I wasn't even drunk. I was sober. I just didn't care. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like nobody here really knows me, so might as well.
Right.
And I had two waitresses, assistant manager come out. What part of London are you from?
Wales.
What'd you tell them?
Baby
What'd
Wales.
you-
Like, well, I'm from a little town over in the west of Wales. There's not really a good way to describe it, but it's off of a Green Street. There's no Green Street. Like, the fuck? I'm getting that shit from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? That's where I used to stay in Brooklyn.
So
It's right off the tail of Green Street. It's like it's right next to the river, but you can't really see too much of Big Ben. The bridge. You can't really see too much. Oh shit, we got a party foul up. in
So this is
motherfucker.
an accent that you studied,
Oh, dude.
but you were specific with
I
it, right?
studied-
You
I
didn't
stu-
just like look up English.
Hell no.
You
hell no.
wanted
I
to
studied-
learn
I
the
studied
Wales.
I studied Tom Hardy. I studied
Right.
Austin Powers, even like straight up.
Yeah,
But
baby.
specifically,
Yeah, baby.
You wanted that regional accent.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
And-
your British accent? Do you have other like that's the one that
dude,
you
I
have
could
down
do-
pat?
I could do so many accents. It's not
Okay.
even funny. Like
Nice.
I could do a hey you doing New York accent over here, and I come over here, see this light skin sitting to my left. Hey, I don't know what he's about to do. He's on his phone right now, but at the same time, he could be calling somebody up to come get me. He could be calling up Paulie. He could be calling up Tommy.
Always Paulie. It's always fucking
You know what I mean? He
Paulie.
could be calling up Tommy, coming over here, get me bring me a cannoli or something like that. But he could also bring me some gabagool.
Like Gabagool.
You know what I'm talking about?
So you're big
Bro.
into the method. I
Yeah,
like
oh,
that. You
dude, of
just
course.
getting into character and not breaking it.
And I had a job. My ex got me this job. It was selling what's it called? Solar panels, like over the phone.
Yeah.
And I was there for about like 9 months. The last 3 months, I was a top rep because we would do Florida, Texas, Colorado, Oklahoma. And Florida, I would do my regular voice and then a New York accent. Texas, I do a Mexican accent, country accent. Colorado, I would do a Canadian accent. I would do it's not that good, but like Canadian accent and a country accent. And then Oklahoma, all the above.
Interesting.
Top rep for 3 months straight.
Hell yeah, bro.
3 months straight.
And what's
Because-
crazy about that is with back to the actors, like Idris Elba, like I said, that's my favorite actor. I didn't know he had a British accent
Yeah, he's
until
from
like
fucking London,
2
bro.
years ago,
Yeah.
bro. I saw him on an interview, he was talking British. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, nigga? You ain't from
Can we
Compton,
talk
nigga?
on that? Can we talk
Straight up.
like low key? Like a lot of actors are from Britain.
Oh,
right?
yeah. A lot
Like
of
they
the
just
great
like
ones.
the
A lot of the
major
great
acting
ones.
academy over there. Like, is that just
It's because they don't got any shit else to do. Like they don't got really like good sports.
This
You know
is
what I
where
mean?
you come to be an actor.
This is where you come. But like a lot of them are made in Britain.
Dude,
at that
honestly, if
British
you think
acting
about it,
academy.
that's where they make music and they act.
yeah.
There's really nothing else.
There's no Hollywood in England, bro. Niggas come here,
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah. Because you're not gonna get that famous in London or France or
I know.
Spain.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean,
They
Yeah.
come out of that academy knowing damn well they're gonna come right over here,
Hell
but
yeah.
they're still
A
coming
big-
out of that academy.
A big come up too is Italian actors.
Really?
Italian actors, bro. They're on a fucking humongous come up.
right now.
Yep.
Who's
They
an
al- they
Italian
always have
actor
been.
that I?
It's like a bunch of like not knowns and stuff, but like even on the Many Saints in Newark, there was a bunch of like unknowns that did fucking phenomenal, and they were from Italy and shit. Even on Sopranos, they were from Italy, and they kicked ass.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's Europe and Asia, I think, are on the big come up.
They're
Yeah.
definitely on the come
Japan.
up.
Americans are
Japan.
getting lazy as fuck
Yeah.
with acting. Like they're getting incredibly lazy.
Because
Yeah.
look at what was that? Squid Game. Is that Korean,
Oh my God,
right?
that shit
Bro,
was phenomenal.
Korean,
I haven't
yeah.
seen anything
Oh.
come out of America like that
Hell no.
in a minute.
Hell no.
At
That
all.
shit was phenomenal.
Well, it's because
Great.
we're worried about boundaries, right?
So political correctness and
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yep.
We're in the heat of that right now,
Straight
so
up.
that's stifling creative production. Absolutely.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it's kind of annoying. It's
it is.
pretty fucking
It is.
It
'cause
is.
Think about a lot of the movies that came out in like the early 2000s. They came out now, bro. Hell no,
Bro.
Borat. If Borat came out,
Oh
boy,
my god, dude. Fucking
Boy?
10 Things I Hate About You, New Guy, all the raunchy like teen movies and shit.
Yeah.
Not another teen movie. Remember
Super
that
bad
shit?
might not
I was
even
about to
fly
say,
this today.
Super bad, bro. Like fuck, man. You can't make movies like that now.
Hell
Everybody's gonna be
no.
like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
feelings,
Like,
feminism.
Get the fuck out of here with
On
that.
top of the fact that California's dying, right? LA's dying,
Yeah, everybody's
right?
going to
Hollywood's
Texas.
dying,
Everybody's
right?
going to
to
Texas.
That's
Once Joe
crazy.
Rogan moved to Texas, I was like, I
I ain't moving there no more.
I mean, I perceive it as a good thing because it's just decentralizing. Everything should be decentralized, right? That's such a popular term right now, but like Hollywood movie production is being decentralized.
Yeah,
Hollywood's
for
dying, so then we got
You know what's
Austin, we got the other cities. New York is getting a little bit more attention.
And you know
stepped
what's
on.
fucked up too? Wrestling's starting to get like that.
really.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just starting to get so pussified
Fucking Logan Paul, bro. Why the fuck is Logan Paul wrestling, bro?
because he's got clout. He's got clout and a lot of eyes from outside. They're coming into WWE.
True, but it's like when I was in middle school, elementary school, I was really into like wrestling from 4th grade to like 7th grade. And it's like when I see like
Yeah, we used to
not
talk about this shit in sixth
not
grade.
not like the OG wrestlers like come in and just come out of nowhere and win fights.
Dude, Stone Cold last night.
Doesn't make
Stone
any
Cold
sense to me.
Fucking beat Kevin Owens last
I saw
night
you-
in,
I saw
a,
you
in a
post.
street fight.
Yeah,
They're in Dallas, Texas. That's where Stone Cold got to start. So
like where's the Steve Austin's Booker T's in the fucking grocery store? Like where is that? They don't even
that
do
don't exist.
None of that shit
because
anymore,
everybody's so pussified.
pussified, bro.
Pussified as hell, man. And they don't have a lot of creative freedom to do anything like that anymore. And it's pretty sad.
And then Ronda
pretty sad.
Rousey out here wrestling too. It's like,
Yeah.
bro,
Miss No Charisma. That's what we're calling
oh,
her. Miss No Charisma, bro. Like,
Oh.
hey, she's a badass fighter.
she
All right.
She's probably a great human being. She's she's got a lot of shit going for her. She's got a kid now, whatever. Just leave the rest.
It dilutes.
Leave the sports entertainment to the sports entertainers.
It dilutes like a motherfucker, bro.
Exactly.
Like, cause
And then Ric Flair kicked the shit out of her last night. But Ric Flair's daughter is probably one of the best wrestlers, guys or girls, like in the
WWE.
past 10 years.
okay,
She
all
is
right.
fucking phenomenal.
We're name
Like-
dropping now.
Oh, Charlotte Flair, bro, she is the GOAT.
John's favorite wrestlers.
John's favorite wrestlers, man, shit.
John Cena, bro.
Shawn
Rey Mysterio.
Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, top two.
Shawn Michaels. Okay, Shawn
Top
Michaels.
two.
Okay, Eddie
Bad.
Guerrero.
It's a bad person to tie in there, but Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
No, not R.I.P. But killed his family and then killed himself.
R.I.P.
You know. Can't really
Rest.
say R.I.P. to that.
Rest.
Nah, he,
Just rest.
He fucked up. He
Yeah.
fucked up.
Kurt Angle,
Kurt
Undertaker,
Angle, Undertaker.
Mr. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a goat. He passed away as well. CM Punk.
CM
You know,
Punk.
CM Punk was the shit before he went to fucking UFC and got his ass kicked twice.
Why did he think that was a good idea?
Ego,
Yeah.
straight up, man. He, I don't know too much about like zodiac signs and shit like that, or like whatever the fuck all that shit is.
But you're bringing it up.
I'm a Scorpio. He's a Scorpio.
Okay.
So I kind of like get it. You know what I mean? Like I get why he did that shit. Like he did jujitsu for like 10 years. He did this other shit for 10 years. So I get why he kind of did that. You know, but didn't work out. Got his ass kicked twice.
This is gonna be you remember the Great Khali?
What?
He's the longest yard. Hell yeah, bro.
Oh geez.
Yeah, he was an OG. He was he was big and dumb, but he was an OG.
I think I know.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, yeah, man. He's actually like an agent now.
Really?
He's a midget agent. Like straight up.
And then what was not Shawn Michaels.
Triple H.
How about that picture?
No, yeah, I remember that fight. Rey Mysterio was crazy.
Mysterio, man. He wrestled last night at WrestleMania.
Who? Rey Mysterio?
Yes, sir.
Bro,
With his son.
He was my favorite
His son is
wrestler
wrestling
kid.
with him now.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
And,
bro.
and I remember he got his fucking mask untied and taken off and shit,
Oh,
bro.
that shit happened to him like 2 weeks ago.
Like they stay trying to take that nigga mask off.
Straight
bro.
up.
Always.
And Logan Paul wore that bitch, actually.
Oh man, of course.
Disrespect. Disrespect the fuck out of him. Yep.
Disrespect, bro.
But yeah, man, like Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, like the technical wrestler shit, that's what I love. And that's what
Me
I like.
too.
I
Me
study
too.
the most. Like
Triple
I study
H.
Yeah, Triple H as well. Yeah, he just retired. Like, you know, great fucking wrestler, great human being, I guess. I haven't met him, but
He seems like a good guy.
yeah, Shawn Michaels, I study the flamboyance. Chris Benoit, the wrestling. Eddie Guerrero, the psychology. I tie all that shit into it.
So you think the technical wrestling just makes for a better? I mean, it's just more enjoyable to watch, right?
It is, yeah, unless you like the aesthetic, like the two big, humongous motherfuckers that are just.
I mean,
beating
you
the shit
can
out
you
of each
can
other.
do that
That's
too,
kinda
but
boring.
yeah, exactly. You can do that too, but like when a guy's motions makes you want to watch what they're doing on top of
Exactly.
like all the
Exactly.
showboatmanship, that's just
Yep.
more. it's
And
just more
the
into it.
storytelling, that's where the acting comes in.
Yeah,
Like you get dropped over, you like pretty much you fall over, get in a headlock. That's all acting.
Yep.
They're not really like choking the fuck out of you. Like they're just, and I'm throwing out the secrets and shit. Like I shouldn't really be doing that. But like you're just like like you're acting with
Yeah.
the whole thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
It seems.
I attribute wrestling like figure skating. It's two or more partners, putting on a great show to get the approval of the crowd. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, you're trying to get the crowd's approval, and that's how you get merchandise sales. That's how you get on the cover of boxes, like Wheaties and shit like that. That's how you get on the cover of a game, get on the cover of a pay-per-view and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like,
It seems like a really intricate like balance between everybody involved to like
it's
create
psychology.
that show, and it's like
literally
a
psychology.
lot of like improvisation, but just like it's all in the moment. Like what
Oh,
would
yeah.
be
It's a lot of
good right
popularity.
now in this moment? He just did this to me. What like it's a lot of like collaboration in the
Oh,
moment.
for
like,
sure.
So it seems so raw.
Yeah.
and that's
Fuck,
no
a little
pun intended,
pun,
Monday
right?
Night Raw.
So raw.
Back in those Edge and Randy Orton, John
Oh,
Cena
bro.
beef days, bro.
That was
the
the balls off the walls.
Prime, bro. Prime. Dude, Edge fucked a bitch on a bed in the middle of a
In the
fucking
middle of the
ring,
ring.
bro.
Middle of the ring.
That's not happening today.
Live sex celebration.
That's not happening today, bro.
No,
Bro.
but like it's pretty much like it's psychology, man. It's like, and that's why a lot of like wrestlers have like gone by the wayside and shit, because like it fucks with your head.
Mm-hmm.
Then with the pain, you get addicted to painkillers, you get addicted to all types of shit, and then you feel like you're not worth shit.
Yeah.
And that's why like in any other avenue of professionalism, like wrestlers, they pass away sooner than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because like you're pretty much putting your body on the line and you're acting, but you're not acting like yourself. And then when
Your mind and body on the line.
exactly, man, like, and then when people don't accept of how you're acting, and like like Jake the Snake Roberts, he was like, oh yeah, my name is this, but when I was Jake the Snake, that's when I felt alive. And that's when people like start fucking up.
So they're actors, right? But when Will Smith is not on the screen, nobody expects him to be
Exactly.
iRobot and expects him to be I Am Legend, right?
Exactly.
But when a wrestler is off of the screen, everybody expects them to still be
Kayfabe. That's
That,
what I say. I keep saying kayfabe, man. That's
what does that mean? You said that
it's
earlier. I
the-
meant to
it's
ask you to
the-
elaborate.
It's the blur between the lines. It's like you got to keep like Undertaker, man. Like he was the Undertaker 30 years in and out of the ring. Like he went to bars or some shit like that. Like he was the Undertaker,
He kept his
dressing all
character.
black. Exactly, like glasses, all black, bandana, shit like that. Like you don't get that nowadays. Like you leave the wrestling ring, you leave whatever the fuck you're doing, you're back to being Joe
Whoever you
Schmo.
are, yeah.
You know what I mean? But like when you're in there, everybody expects you to be. That's why they're like, oh, it's not a sport. Like I honestly, it's really not a sport. It's
It's more than that.
it's
It's
an athletic.
performance.
It's an athletic soap opera
Yeah.
that never ends.
Yeah.
And,
You know?
and back to the Undertaker shit, like I'm just now seeing him not be Undertaker. Like
Yeah.
he was on Cold as Balls with Kevin Hart, and I
Yep.
was like,
Mark Calloway.
Undertaker, you're not being Undertaker.
Yep.
And then same thing recently, he had a podcast come out where he was just being himself, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is crazy. Like I've
Dude.
never seen him break character like
Last night, man, he was on the. He got inducted in the Hall of Fame. He was like, he pretty much said that. He was like, y'all know me 30 years as the Undertaker. I want to be Mark Calloway right now. Bro,
That's
he was like
crazy.
he was going up there doing like stand up comedy, pretty much like being funny as fuck. People were laughing. He got the loudest standing ovation ever, like in the Hall of Fame.
this. He's an OG, bro.
Nobody sat down for 15 minutes.
He's a fucking OG.
That's fucking phenomenal for him, considering like the track record that everybody else has had. That he's made it.
21 and 0 at WrestleMania until Brock Lesnar beat it.
No, what I'm saying, like the track record of all the other wrestlers that we just said, they don't last long and whatnot.
Nope.
But he's come out the other side and is, well put together enough to be like, hey, everybody, like I'm ready to be myself now.
Literally,
That's
Literally.
beautiful, honestly.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
With wrestling though, I feel like your success comes with your fan base though.
Oh, dude, whole 110%.
Because like look at John Cena, he was winning over and over and over and over and over again because he was the favorite in the community.
You're not getting paid unless you do merchandise sales. Fucking, you're getting put on the cover of whatever.
Video games.
You're not getting
shit.
put in a movie and
Yeah.
shit like that. You're not making money unless because they're independent contractors, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what every wrestler is, independent contractor.
Mhm.
And you're not getting paid unless you self promote yourself.
Yep.
And you don't put all of your shit out there already. And it sucks, but it's actually a good hustle because it teaches you how to fend for yourself. Like you're not relying on this conglomerate business and shit that, oh, well, I put in the work, man. Now you got to pay me. It's like, nah, bro, you got to like fucking fend for yourself. You got to put your shit out there. And that's what, like, I respect the fuck out of it. And like, it's kind of like teaching me with the acting shit too. It's like teaching me how to like, put my shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's like you can see like the most, like if you think back at it, like the most successful wrestlers to come out have been The Rock and have been John Cena because they've branched out and have done
Stone
acting.
Cold Hulk Hogan
and
as well.
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan for sure. But you don't really see any other wrestlers going out and doing movies like that
nah.
at all. Period.
I mean, you got Sasha Banks doing Mandalorian.
But like on John Cena's level and The Rock's level, no.
Exactly.
The Rock is galaxies above everybody
Dude,
else in the fucking game.
straight
Everybody.
up, straight up,
He's been in Jumanji. He's been in
everything.
Best wrestling video games.
What's up?
The best wrestling video games.
Oh, SmackDown. Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain.
From when?
Easily.
When was?
2002, 2003. Yep. Hands down.
They just
Hands
don't make them
down.
the same anymore.
They don't.
They
They
don't.
really don't. I
They
mean, it's
don't.
realistic as fuck looking, but they don't make them the same anymore at all.
One time I went to Anthony's after school and I played it for like 5 minutes. My parents
Nah, you
never
probably
let me
played
beat
PS1,
nobody.
fucking WCW, Nitro, and shit like that.
It was something. I don't know.
Bro, he had everything. Honestly.
bet he did.
Like that
I
guy's.
saw it
It
for
was
like
so
5
fun going to
minutes.
that guy's fucking house.
Anthony Abrahante.
Yeah, man. Mad respect. I see that motherfucker all the time too.
You ready for your question, Daniel?
You ready?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right. So we ask every guest this, every single one, and you're one of them.
What's up?
Have you ever had any type of paranormal, ghost, alien, unexplainable activity ever happen to you, sir?
I got about 10 stories of paranormal shit.
Tell us your best one.
All right. Very first one. I was 5 years old. I was at my great grandma's funeral.
Mhm.
It was over actually like near here. Um, I was standing there next to my mom, and I looked over, and there was like a pathway to get to the gravesite.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, I see an old lady. Like she had like a teacher's updo and shit, like black hair, and she was walking, like just walking straight away. She turns to me and she goes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like in my head, like at a 5-year-old kid,
She just waves at you.
just waves at me. I look at my mom. I was like, Mama. I look back, gone.
What the fuck?
Lady was gone. Like, and there's no way that this little old lady that was walking this slow could like sprint,
Get away that quick, yeah.
and be unseen. So that was the first one, and I remember that like it was yesterday. Another one, I was like 12 something, and I was spending the night at my mom's boyfriend's house. Actually, my mom's boyfriend's mom's house, and we were upstairs and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear like pots and pans just bam, 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 just hitting the floor. It sounded like people were just taking everything from the cabinets and throwing them on the ground.
Mhm.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So my mom's boyfriend at the time, he goes downstairs, and I follow him. There's nothing on the ground. There's nothing touched. Anything. Nothing.
Hell no. Hell no.
Another one was at this man's house.
Was that the nest?
Yep.
The nest.
Me and my cousin Jake were outside on the patio. It was just me and him. And they used to have their dogs like go out outside and shit, like run around in the back. There was no dogs in the back. So there was like a little windowsill like right next to the sliding door, and I'm rolling a blunt up there, and my cousin Jake is right behind me, like not saying a word, and she's on his phone. All of a sudden I hear, yeah, like just go behind me, like it was like somebody said yeah, like that.
What the fuck?
I turn around, I look at Jake. Jake's eyes are like this. My eyes are like, I was like, did you say that? He goes, I thought you did that. It's like, what the fuck? And I don't know if he remembers, but I was like, Trevor. I was like, what the fuck? And I described everything that happened, and he was like, oh yeah, this house is haunted. I was like, what
Nonchalant
the
as fuck.
bro? And I have like a million stories of this. Like,
Jesus.
like I'm talking about my old house in Turtle Creek. I used to smell my great grandma's perfume, like walking
That's crazy.
every day. He'll attest to this too. Every day at like 3:20, right when we get out of high school, we go home. My mom's door was shut, and it was a heavy door, and there was no like air vent hitting it. It would just shut, like boom. You hear that, and like first time he heard it, he was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I told you." He's not listening, but like, yeah, that's pretty much what happened every single day, and I would time it every day.
320
What do you think
door
that
slam.
was? So you think that was your grandma closing the door?
My great grandma probably. No,
Why does-
my grandma wasn't. My grandma hadn't passed away yet.
Oh,
Like
your great grandma.
my grandma's mom.
So why would she close the door?
No fucking idea. And then when my grandma passed away, there was one, like, I'm talking about like a month after she passed away. I was laying in bed, and I would hear, like, I was asleep, and then all of a sudden I kind of woke up, and I heard like just John, like just heard somebody saying my name, and like I think it was like my brain was on, but like I was like still asleep, and I just said stop, please stop, and then all of a sudden I hear like that.
You've had a few run-ins here.
Dude, I have family that did brujeria, santeria, all that shit.
Santeria.
All that shit, man.
No, I don't have none of that in my family, thankfully.
I've seen a bunch of shit. Like it's kind of weird.
So
Yeah, I've seen too much of that shit.
I've had a few experiences, but we won't get into that.
all right.
All right.
We
that
done?
was John Cobian,
Oh,
episode
Big
14.
John, Big John.
Johnny Cain.
Johnny Cain.
Yes.
Keep
sir,
an
yes,
eye out
sir.
on your local
Keep an eye out in
stuff.
St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa area, Brandon area as well. You know, look out for Freeform. Might see me on an extra role on a show. You might catch me next year on a couple movies. So
Go ahead and shout out your Instagram. Give this man a follow.
Instagram, Johnny Boy. I don't know how many Y's or I's are in it.
Bunch of
It's
eyes.
one eye. Okay, yeah, it's John Cobian. John Cobian.
Just look
you'll
up
find
John
me.
Cobian on Instagram. You'll find my
Yep.
guy. Give him a follow. Show some love. Support his wrestling and acting, endeavors. That's what's up.
And if you don't follow and shit, just support from afar.
Show love from
You'll come around sooner or later.
Thanks for coming, John. It was a great
right, all right.
conversation.
Of course, brother. Of course. Long time coming. Long time coming.
All right, I'm lit.
I'm lit as fuck.
I'm drunk, my guy.
I'm drunk as shit.
What the
I'm surprised we got.